Okay. So let's have a quick recap what we have discussed in the last session. In the last session, we have discussed about how we can create our Azure account. Then we have seen marketplace. Then we have seen about our subscription, where we can see our subscription and where we can see in our tenant. These things we have seen it. And then we have learned about how we can create our Windows virtual machine. This is what we have discussed in our previous session. In today's session, we are going to learn about how we can create our Linux virtual machine. But before starting of this particular topic, if anyone have any question, whatever we have discussed till now, if anyone have any question, you guys can please raise your hand. Yes, Venkat, you can unmute.
Hello, is it
Yes,
audible?
Venkat. Yes, Venkat.
Yeah, Ankur, I came to know you are going to start next week AWS training, right?
Yes.
So when I try to join
So regarding that training, if you want to ask anything, please contact my team.
No,
This
no,
is
no.
Azure.
I was trying to join that group, but it was full. So is there any other?
You can contact my team. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, thank you.
Please contact. There are admins. You are in the WhatsApp group. There are 4 admins are there.
Okay.
So contact anyone, or here are the numbers I have mentioned. It. Please contact anyone. They'll provide the information, whichever you want.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Jivan, you can.
Hi, Ankur. Actually, what happened? I just
Sorry to interrupt you, Jivan. It's Ankit.
Yeah, sorry, Ankit. Yes, I have already created my Azure account. Yes, so problem is that actually it's now if we go for that free account setup, there it's asking for the address. So I just want to reconfirm that. So the whatever the address which is mentioned on our bank account, the same address should be there.
Yes, correct. That's what in the last session I have told that you best practice it to copy paste the bank account from your bank service provider website or Azure account. So copy and paste it. That is the best practice.
Okay, and the $200 they are providing for free.
You are from India. You are from which location?
Yes, India only.
So there you are getting it in 14,500 rupees.
Yeah, so that's the reason I have a bit confusion. Like it's showing only $200.
No, it's not 200. It's in India. You are from India because you will get in Indian rupees 14,500.
Okay.
If as per the current situation of the dollar, it's crossed near about 80 rupees. So it needs to be actually $16,000, but you will not get 16,000 rupees.
Okay.
You will get 14,500 rupees.
Okay. Fine. Okay, thank you.
Anything else, Steven?
No. Thank you.
Yes, Ashok, you can. Yes, Ashok, you have raised your hand.
Hello, Ankur. Good evening. Are you able to hear?
Yes, I'm able to hear you, Ashok.
Yeah. Yesterday I missed the class, so can you get a recorded video?
It is already uploaded in our YouTube channel. The yesterday's recording was already uploaded in our YouTube channel. So I'm just sharing the WhatsApp in the chat box. I'm just going to share our YouTube channel link. You can please check there. Okay. I just want to confirm one thing from Ashok. Are you in the WhatsApp group of Azure batch 102?
Yes, I think, yes, I am there.
If you are there, we have already shared that link of our YouTube video in our WhatsApp group also.
Okay, I have Azure batch 95 is there.
No, not 95, 102. You have to join 102 group. So I'm going to share a WhatsApp group link in the chat box, guys. If anyone is not there in our Azure batch 102, please join using the link. If you are already there, please don't join duplicate groups. Because all groups are same of 9102, you're getting the same message in multiple times. So it's not a good practice to join multiple groups. To join the group if you are not. Ashok, you can please join.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
I joined it.
If
Yeah, thank you.
still anyone is facing any issue regarding the group joining, guys, I have these my team contact number. Please drop a WhatsApp to any one person. They will share the link also with you. Okay, Shak?
Okay, okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Samant, you can unmute.
Actually, my question is regarding that just now it is an extension for the certification cost. So just now I'm checking this certification cost for the AZ104. It is showing me as 4,800 something like that.
Correct. That is certification cost which Azure is charging to clear your certification. Yes.
Like that 14,500 you are telling something.
4,005 for 4,800 rupees.
Sorry, my network got disconnected.
It's
That I am listening as
4,800.
Okay, then thank you so much.
4800. As per you are doing from India. If anyone is doing it from US, it's something $165.
Oh, yes. Okay, then thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, Rukmani, you can unmute. Rukmani, you have raised your hand. Okay. Yes, Vijay, you can unmute.
Yeah, Ankit, suppose I complete, suppose I finish this course, can I able to finish the whatever the certification?
Sorry, your voice is little bit cracked.
Actually, what I am asking you, Ankit, suppose I am completing this course, I'm able to finish the whatever the required certifications.
I have already told that by the help of this certification, it's not going to help you to clear certification. There's a reason. The reason is to clear your certification, Vijay, you need theoretical knowledge, but this is practical training. Okay. So that's why for certification, we are providing you dumps. So with the help of the dumps, you can do that.
Okay. I got it. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Oh, no. Thank you, Ankit.
Yes, Sri, you can.
Thank you, sir. So what is a tenant, sir, actually? Tenant, Azure?
Tenant is used whenever we are going to create our users. That time it is actually going to be help us. Tenant is always the top. Whenever we are going to create our Azure account, what is the first thing they are assigning us is the tenant. If you see, remember the diagram which I've shown you in the last session, after your tenant, you are getting your subscription. So what is the first thing they are going to assign you is the tenant. And the tenant is going to help you to create more users under your Azure account.
Okay.
Okay, that is tenant. You can see the tenant is coming at always top. And what is coming in the top? Azure Active Directory. And where we have seen the tenant in the last session? In Azure Active Directory service. Under Azure Active Directory, we are creating our users. We are creating our groups. We are creating our roles. So these things we are going to create.
So first, what is the workflow, sir? First is tenant and then resource group.
Tenant, then subscription.
Yeah, subscription. Then
subscription, then resource group. And then in the end, our resources will come.
Resources, sir?
Yes, resources. Like
resources
it can be virtual machine.
Yeah.
It can be database, storage. Or it can be virtual network. It can be IP address, can be disk. So these all things are resources. So it will come under.
Okay.
Okay.
And a resource group is nothing but a folder, right? It is a container.
It's like a container.
Container. Okay.
Container, or you can say it's like a folder.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a VMware is nothing but it is like a platform where we can create servers. What is the definition of VMware, sir?
I don't know the exact definition. Whatever you said, that is also correct. It's not a proper definition. I don't know the proper definition for.
On VMware, we can create multiple virtual machines or virtual machines, right?
We don't need VMware here. Here in cloud platform, we need any VMware concept. We don't have any VMware. Here we have a directly concept of virtual machines.
Okay, in cloud, there is no
Okay.
concept of VMware.
No, that is on premises not in cloud platforms.
So
Okay.
it applicable same for AWS, Google Cloud like that, right, sir? No VMware concept.
Yes, no VMware concepts, we have it in cloud platforms.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you, Shri. Yes, Ajas, you can unmute.
Yes, hello, Ankit. My
Hello.
question is, we can create many virtual machines. in a
A
resource
number
group.
of you can do that, but yes, for your
Yeah.
free account, there are some restrictions you have it, guys. Not for
Okay.
the real time, we have any restriction. For till the time your account is in 30 days, you have some restrictions. What restrictions you have it is, maximum you will get the 10 IP addresses. 10 public IP addresses you can reserve, maximum. It means you can create maximum of 10 machines under your free quota.
Okay.
Till that
Okay.
time you're in the free 30 days, you can create 10 machines, not more than that. After 30 days,
Okay.
you will move to pay as you go. Then you can create as much as you want to do.
Okay. So these 10 machines are at a time, or if we terminate any machine, it's still we can create another one. It should be
We
not be
can,
more than 10. And
not maximum 10, not more than 10. You have deleted that machine.
Okay.
Let's say you have 10 machines right now. Okay. You have
Yeah.
deleted one machine. So it's 9 now, right? So you can create
Okay.
plus one more machine. So maximum on the spot, you can create 10 machines. Means on the spot, you have 10 machines, not more than that.
Okay.
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 That is coming for your free quota you have.
Okay. But my main question is, can we schedule, for example, right now we are having only 10 machines, but when we pay, then we can create many machines. Now these machines can be scheduled, like for example, if I want these machines to run from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock, can we schedule
Means
these
which
machines
type of
automatically?
number?
For
Which type
example,
of-
we are having 20 machines,
Hmm.
Linux VMs, and can we schedule their starting and stopping time, like time bound?
No, like
Automatically?
this type of, we cannot do that. We have one option called auto scaling part. We are calling it VMSS, virtual machine scale set, where system is automatically going to create a machine, or system is automatically going to delete a machine based on the rules we are going to define. But here we don't have this type of rule which you are saying here. It is utilization based on our utilization we have.
Okay.
Like
Not
I'll take
related to
it here,
time.
not related to time. Let's example, I'm giving the rule here that if 75% of utilization, the average 75% is completed utilization, then it will create a new machine. Or whenever the utilization will come to 30% average, then it will delete one machine. But in that one also, we can send minimum quota that we need that minimum machines, like I need minimum 2 machines or 3 machines or 10 machines. We can set that also.
Okay.
Okay, like this we can do that. This we'll learn in our upcoming session. It is one of the very important topic we have in our upcoming session.
In which, on which day we are having auto scaling?
That is still long way to go actually.
Okay.
That is still long way to, that is coming under a PPT number 61. That is long way to go. It might be near about 15, after 15 sessions, 15, 20 sessions, you will get a chance. Go with this topic.
Okay. So it is related to what we are studying. I mean, it's a staircase kind of a thing where I need to go till there, then I can understand it, or I can directly go and watch the video and understand it.
You will not be able to understand those things, because to learn this VM skill set, first you have to understand load balancer also. That is why load balancer is the main important topic will require it. But load balancer is coming under a service called virtual network as per Azure course content. Okay, so we have to follow the same path also.
Okay.
Okay, so that is why this topic is after load balancing service. Okay, so if I'm trying to explain right now, it's not possible because you don't know the concept of load balance.
Yes, understand.
Okay, so that is why we have to first understand other things, then we have to discuss those.
Okay.
Okay, I hope you have understand it.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, yes, Manju.
Actually, I was trying to tell you about the VMware vSphere, like the same way for the Azure as well. Like we are managing the public cloud, right? Like for the VMware, we were hosting multiple operating systems. Like we do have vCenter, CSXi, and all. So, but it is on-premise data center. Like we should manage shared environment and as well as the private dedicated environment as well. Yeah.
So what's your question? I'm not able to understand much your question.
There is no question. Actually, I was trying to explain for the person who is asking for the VMware product. That's it.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, Mansur. Thank you for. Yes, Rukmani, you can unmute.
Hello.
Yes, Rukmani.
Yeah. Actually, I have joined the WhatsApp group, but from when I joined from that, I did not get that video link. So where I
So
can get
the reason is, Rukmani, because in WhatsApp there is no option to see previous messages. So that's why you are not able to see that. So I'm going to again share the WhatsApp YouTube channel link. Okay. In that one, you will find day 1 and day 2 recording.
Day 3 now from
today is the day 3 now. So I can't upload after the session. I'll upload the recording.
Okay. And one more question which I know. Actually, I have scheduled the exam for this AZ900. So which I understand the AZ900 is the basic one. So but this is the A02 sessions.
It's 104.
Sorry, this is 102 na? Which
this is 104.
104?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
104.
So I just want to know, like how to get the, if we want to give certification or like in that. So which one is the first need to give exam, like AZ900?
No, 900 is not mandatory. 900 is optional. So directly you can give AZ104.
AZ104.
Yes, directly you can give that. And for that one, we'll provide some dumps also.
Okay. So is there like like there any like how much fees they will like? So like we need to create the account, and as I have listened, like before 5 minutes, you're talking with someone. We need to create an account.
No, that if you want to pay for your certification, they are charging, Azure is charging 4,800 rupees.
48 na something?
4,800 rupees. I'm not sure it is including of tax or excluding of taxes. That I'm not sure.
Okay. And one more thing, I just want to confirm, like when we're doing this certification, there is a need like some practices on that. So we need that account, right? So I guess we can create a free account, but it will just only 1 month will be
after that 1 month, you can upgrade your subscription to pay as you go. So if you're using the free quota one, there is no charges for that. So for that one, which you're asking, Rukmini, you have to listen day 1 session.
Okay.
Not in day 1. Yes, in day 1, we have discussed that particular.
Sure. I'll do.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, we'll start learning about today's topic, where we are going to discuss about Linux virtual machine. In previous session, we have learned about Windows virtual machine. Same way, we have to create our Linux machine also. But there's a little change in it. What are changes? We'll discuss that also. So what is the first thing to create our virtual machine? What is the first thing we need? We need a resource group. So I'm giving the name as group 102. Click on resource groups. I don't have any resource group. Click on. Give the name, region, Central India. Review plus create. Click on create. My resource group is, click on virtual machine. Now I'm going to click on. Ganesh, might be you are facing some issue with your internet because it is enabled from my side. Please check your internet connection. Now, here I'm going to select a resource group like we have done in our previous session. Same way here also I'm going to. Done. And automatically system has changed the region as Central India. Now, give the name. Give the name of my virtual machine. Scroll down. Here we have to select image. What is image? In previous session also we have discussed it. Image is actually a operating system. An operating system, so which we are able to use as an image. So which one I'm using it? I'm using by default also they are given, even I'm going to use the same one, Ubuntu server 20.04 I'm going. If you want to use any other one, here is that complete list, or you can go to all images, you can see that also. Even we can use our own image also, we can create our own image also. That also we are going to create in our upcoming session. Scroll down. Here I'm getting the size. When I'm selecting the size, it means what I'm selecting it? I'm selecting CPU and RAM. And by default, what is that size? B1S. And B1S, how much CPU we are getting? 1. RAM, 1 GB I'm getting. Now, we need to give authentication. In previous session, we are getting one option only. In previous session, when I'm creating a Windows machine, I have just only one option of password option. I need to give the username and password. But here we have 2 options. One is with SSH public key. Other one is called as password. So we are going to learn about both the ways. So right now, which option we are learning? Right now, I'm going to show you with SSH. So we have selected our size authentication type as SSH public. Username. Username can be any name. So I'm just giving a same username. Azure user. Next, we have to generate a new key. It is also giving me option to select an existing public key, but I don't have any key right. So I'm going to generate a new key, and we have to give our key name also. This is my key name. Key name can be anything. It can be anything, whatever even you can give your own name also for that. Now, scroll down. Now, in previous session, we have discussed it about RDP port. To connect our Windows machine, we have to enable which port number? We have to enable RDP. Now, today I need to connect my Linux machine. And to Linux machine, which port is required? The port is called as SSH. You can see here, by default SSH port number is. Anyone knows what is the number of SSH port? If anyone knows, you can drop me in the chat box. Correct. The port number is 20. It is also mentioned it here also with SSH. 22 port. So for RDP, the port number is 3389. For SSH, the port number is 20. So we have selected a key. SSH key we have selected. And here I'm generating a new key. I have an existing key, I can select that also, existing key. But I don't have any existing key. So I'm going to generate a new key. Actually, please request you to wait for your questions. You don't send me in the chat box. It's quite difficult for while teaching to give you the reply of your question. So just wait for your question. When I'm giving the chance, you can ask your question. Just wait. I'm giving a key. SSH port is enabled. So we have selected CPU and RAM. Operating system also we have selected today as Linux one. Now the next thing is click on next disk. Here I'm getting the OS disk size. Here it is showing me what are the size they are giving it. How much size they are giving me? 30 GB. For Windows machine, they are providing us default size as 127 GB. For Windows machine, for Linux machine, they are giving us a default size as 30 GB. Now, other than that, in any of the tab, I don't need to work on. So I'm just going to click on Review Plus. We will discuss it about these things also in our upcoming. Now I'm going to click on. Now, when I click on create, it is asking me to download the key, the file, the key which we are generating it. Now it is asking me to download that. Download private key and click on create resource. Now, what is this key? Now coming to a question of what is this key? This key is actually extension with the name called PEM, P-E-M. Now this is actually a password. To connect to my machine, this key is actually a password. Like in previous session, when I'm creating a Windows machine, I am giving a username and password. So here, to connect to my Linux machine, this PEM file is a key. This PEM file is a key. With the help of this key, we are able to connect to our machine. And it is impossible to hack. If I'm going to open this PEM file in a Notepad++, you can see the code which I'm getting in this. Is it anyone can type this code? No. Can anyone remember this code? It's not possible. So this is our PEM file which we are. Our machine is, now let me go to resource. Here is my Linux machine. And here is the public IP. And here we are getting the private. I'm going to note down the public IP. Now, to connect to our Windows machine, we have used which tool? Remote desktop connection. To connect to our Linux machine, we need also one more tool. But that particular tool, we don't have in our Windows machine. We don't have that tool in our Windows machine by default. We have to download that tool. And don't worry, it's a free tool. It's not chargeable. We have a lot of tools in market. Those tools are called as terminals. Which one I'm going to use? The tool which is very commonly used in market and number one tool. That tool name is called as Putty. That particular tool I'm going to use. So here I have given the link also in my paper. Even you can search on Google, you will get the link very easy. Which tool? Putty and Puttygen I need to download. What is the use of Putty? What is the use of Puttygen? You will see when I'm going to show. First of all, let me go to this. Now I'll come to the website. Scroll down. I need to download Putty. There is putty.exe. By this company, they are providing some other tools also, which we don't require it. We only need two tools, Putty and Puttygen. So here is that putty.exe file I am getting. As per your system configuration, you can just click on the link. It will download that exe file. So I have downloaded putty.exe. Scroll down. The same link we are getting Puttygen. Click on that. Both two will get downloaded. And both are exe files. Let's take example. I want to install Chrome. Whenever we are downloading Chrome, which extension of file it is downloading? exe file. And then after that, we are installing that exe file. Same way, do I need to install these files? This is also exe files. Both are exe files, but I don't need to install these two files. No need to install. So just I am going to cut these two files and I'm going to paste in my batch 10. I can double click on these files and directly I can use these files. I don't need to install these files. So we have downloaded our both the files. Now, what is the next thing? The next thing is we need to generate PPK file with the help of Puttygen. If I want to connect this particular virtual machine with Putty, it is impossible. I can connect with the help of this PEM file. With the help of this PEM file, we need to generate one more file. And what is that file extension? PPK file. How can I generate? Please see this very carefully. Those are completely new. Those people might be doing some mistake. Please see very carefully what I'm going to do now. Double click on Puttygen. This cannot run on a PC. You find a version for your PC. Check with software publisher. Okay, might be they have installed some newer version, so it is having some issue with this version. No issue. I have the previous version also. So let me take from another one. So I have already have it in my system, the previous one. I'm going to take those. Click on Putty. Hit it again. My system is 64-bit, so that's why I'm downloading a 64-bit. Earlier also I'm downloading the same one. Might be they have done some changes in that's why I'm not able to download. But don't worry, I have in my system, I can use that one. So you guys can check as per your system requirement, whatever as per your system compatible, you can download from there. Or you can ask me, if anyone is facing issue, you can ask me, I'll share my files with you. These exe files, I'll share with you. You can drop me email. Now I'm going to click on load. Let me do one thing. Let me start it again. So might be anyone has missed. Double click on Puttygen. Click on load. Now when I click on load, we have to select our PEM file. This is batch 100. Let me go to batch 10. It is not showing me any file. What is the reason behind? The reason is extension. The extension is PP. Change this extension to all files. Now it is showing me all. So select our PEM file. Click on open. Click on OK. Click on save private. And then click on yes. Now we can give any name to this PPK file. You can give the same name or you want to give any other name, you can give. That name can be anything. Let me give the same name. I've given the same name, but extension of the file needs to be .pp. Click on. So here I've generated a PP. If anyone want me to repeat this step again, you can please drop me in the chat box with yes. If anyone want me to repeat, I'll repeat again. But this step is very important. Okay, I'll repeat again. Let me do one thing. Let me delete this PPK file. I'm deleting it. Double click on Puttygen. Next, you have to click on load. Don't click anywhere. You have to click only on load. After click on load, select your PEM file, but the file is not showing here. The reason is extension. So we have to change this to all files. So it will display all files. Done. Next, here I'm getting up. Select the PEM file, click on open, click on OK. Now you can see there are a lot of buttons get enabled. Don't click anywhere. Now click on save private. So it means first you need to click on load, select your PEM file, and now click on save private. So I'm going to click on save private. Click on yes. Now when I click on yes, now we can give the name. And it can be any name. So I'm giving it the same name, but I have removed the extension. Save. I got the file here with extension of .pp. So I've generated a ppk. Now after generating of my ppk file, what is the next step? Note down the public IP of my virtual machine, which I have already done it. Open, put. Double click on Putty. It is asking for host name or IP address. So enter our IP address. I have given the IP address. Now, after giving IP address, what I need to attach this ppk file with my Putty. How can I attach? Please say this also very careful. First, click on SSH. First, click on SSH. This plus button SSH. Now, when you click on this plus button SSH, here also I'm getting some more options. Now, you need to click on, first click on this plus button of SSH. It is going to be converted as minus. And now we'll get an option of auth. Auth means authentication. That. Now it is asking me to browse my ppk file. This is batch 100, change it to 102. Here I'm getting that. Select the ppk, open, accept. Now we have to enter our user. What's my username? Azure. Enter. You can see here, we are able to connect to our machine. Now, if you remember it in previous session, we have seen it. If I'm using the size as B1S, we'll get 4 GB extra space. We have seen it in Windows machine. Does the same 4 GB space you are getting in Linux also? Yes, we are getting it in Linux also. It's not because of it's a Windows or Linux, because of the B1S size. So we can also see by using Linux command df hyphen. Here I'm able to see that. The 4 GB one, and here I'm able to see the GB. Don't worry, other these are temporary storages which we are getting. You don't need to worry about this. Here I'm getting the 30 GB one, and here I'm getting the, sorry, this is the this is 30 GB, this is 4 GB. We are getting here. Now let me go to the console part also. So let me go to disk. Here I'm So here we are. I'll show you again how to connect to this machine. I'll repeat again. Let me disconnect this Putty. Let me double click on Putty again. First, it is asking for host name or IP address. So we are going to enter our IP address, public IP. After giving of IP address, the next step is we have to link our key. We have to link our. So click on this plus button for SSH. And then click on all. It is asking for our PPK file. Click on browse. Here I'm getting the PPK. Click on open. Click on open. Now it is not asking for accept because again I'm using it. The first time whenever I'm using, it is asking us to accept the request. Then enter our user. Then press enter. We are able to connect to our. If I want to see that space, so I can use a basic Linux command df space -h. Here I'm able to see the drives whichever we attach to our machine. I can see by using df space -ht also. Same commands I'm getting. So here we are able to see our result. Now, anyone have any question? Now you can please let me know. So then we'll move forward. Yes, Rajashekar, you can.
Yeah, hi. If suppose that key was deleted or somewhere as we kept it.
We'll learn later regarding that's a very common question. If we forget this key, how we can recover? That
Yes.
we will learn in our upcoming session when we'll discuss about a topic called images.
Okay. So this yeah, now 30 GB we have given, right? Suppose if you choose as a different storage type. So suppose I want to different file system. It is a by default file system, right?
30 GB, this is OS disk we are getting.
OS disk only. That file 30 GB is mounted as a root as a OS default mount parts.
Correct. If you want to attach more disk, we can attach that also. Even that is also possible.
Okay, that is a local file system only. It will call as a attached disk.
No, it is called as data disk in Azure.
Okay.
Okay. So how to attach it? That we are going to discuss in our upcoming.
Okay.
And that is one of the very important topic we have.
Okay. So suppose if I choose as a 100 GB disk initially only, so I want a initially apart from the OS, I want to separate mount points are required. So that purpose, how I can do that one?
You have to mount after just attaching it doesn't mean that it get attached. You have to mount that volume also. Sorry, the data disk.
Initially 100 GB if I choose that disk initially installation only.
Yes, while creating it also you can do that, but after that you have to mount it. How to mount it, we have to learn.
Achha, okay, so that is a feature. Okay.
Yeah, definitely we'll learn it in upcoming session.
Okay, thank
you. Okay, because a lot of people are thinking it, if I just attach, it is attached. No, a lot of people have wrong information. After that, you have to mount your data disk also. Okay, and that is our part of the job. We have to done.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Thank you.
Yes, Shahbaz, you can.
One last point. While creating the disk, you have given the key types, right? There is a by default key.
Key type, temp file.
No. Already available key. There is a 3 options.
Let me show you that. Just a minute. Let me show you. Okay. I understand it. Here is it. The first option is generating a new key.
Yes, right. So
second option, I'll explain all 3 options.
Okay.
First option is generating a new key pair.
Okay.
Second is if I already have a key, you can see here. Now I have a key. I can select this existing key to create that machine. This is second option. Third option is use existing public key. Existing public key means you can even select this public key code also. Like here, you can open this PEM file, add it with Notepad. You can copy the complete code and you can paste there also. Like this also you can.
So this public key who will provide means now we have generated one key that we got it, but suppose it is not generated, we want some public key where we can get it that one. We have to purchase something or what?
No, we don't need to purchase anything. We are getting it. This is in AWS account. We are getting it.
Okay, existing keys, public keys are available in the Azure portal.
Yes, it is already there. Like, you can see that I already have that.
If you are having,
or you can generate here also. Sorry, here also we have option key SSH keys.
Okay.
See here I'm getting them. So I can directly create keys here from here also before creation of the machine.
Okay, got it.
Okay, here also I can do.
Okay.
So you can download from there, or if you are doing it, you can do like this also. You can.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Shabazz, you can unmute. Shabazz, you have raised your hand. Gorilla, you can unmute yourself. Sorry, Gorle. Gorle Teja, you can unmute yourself. Yes, Edna, you can unmute. Guys, I'm requesting if you don't have any question or your question is already get answered, please don't raise your hand. It's wasting your time also and other time also. Edna, you can unmute yourself. Ashraf, you can unmute.
Thank you, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Ankit, sir, about this, DOS mode, the black window, right? Linux black window. What is the use of that? Because, when
This
you try
one?
to install. Yes. When
This
you're
is
connecting to
terminal. This is called as terminal. So if I want to connect to my machine, I can connect by using this terminal.
Okay,
These
sir, I
tools are
understand
called
that.
as terminals.
Yes. This is a terminal, I understand. But, after connecting to this terminal, can we connect to GUI mode?
GUI
Graphical
mode.
user. Yeah, GUI
No,
mode, yeah.
Linux machines are not possible. It is only possible with the help of the terminal.
So if let's say a client wants to install something on a Linux machine, how
It
do we do that from this terminal?
only possible by using this terminal. There is no GUI. We have it for Linux machines in cloud platform.
Oh.
We don't have it. We only need to use this option. This is the only option we have it.
And sir, is this a really habit in real environment to use Linux? They use Linux. Yeah.
Yes, because in real time, majorly we use Linux machines rather than a Windows machine. And in this training also, mostly I'm going to use Linux machine rather than in very few examples, I'm going to use Windows machine. Okay. Most of the example means if I talk about more than 80% of examples are with Linux.
Okay.
Because in real time, majorly we are going to use Linux operating system. And yes, you don't need to learn more Linux. You can just only go with the one which we are going to use.
Okay, no, sir. I want to learn Linux, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate your help. Thank you.
Okay, guys, we'll move with our next topic. Those raise their hand. Just wait, guys. I'll come to you also. So this is what we have discussed it today. Let me just check. Is anything missing it? The missing part is if you after creation of your machine, if you want to delete this machine, you can delete that. But I'm not going to delete machine right now. Why? Because in previous session, someone has asked me, can we create multiple virtual machines in the same resource group? Yes, we can do. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to create one more machine. And in this case, what we need to discuss it, let me just open a PPT. We have to discuss about password option. While creating my Linux machine, we are getting two options. One is with SSH key, one is with password. So now I'm going to show you with password option. So again, I'm going with virtual machine. Now I'm not going to resource group because I'm going to use the same resource. Machine. So first I'm going to select a resource group, giving the name of my machine. Scroll down. Here I'm going to change path. If I want to use the existing key to create this machine, I can use that also. So for both the machine, we have same key. We can use the same key for our multiple machines also. It is possible. But in this example, I'm not using key option. I'm using password option. So I'm going to click on password. So now username. This is my username. Password I'm giving here. I'm not going to show my password. I'm using some characters, numeric values, and special characters I'm using in my password. Scroll down. So by default, which port is enabled? SSH port is enabled. Click on next disk. I'm getting 30 GB networking tab. I don't need to do anything here. So I'm just going to go with review. One of the very important tab we have networking tab. Click on. Create our machine. It is still in process. Now this time system will create some less thing. Why? Because system, we are already using some existing thing here. We are using existing virtual network here to create a machine. So here is my machine. Copy the public. Open Putty. Double click on Putty. In this case, Puttygen is not required. Double click on Putty. Paste the public IP address and directly click on open. Now I'm pasting my username. Now I'm going to enter my password. Press enter. You can see here, we are able to connect to our machine. So this is how we can connect to our machine with the help of this password option. So we have seen with the help of this key option also, we have seen with password option. So now I'll give you the password actually, which I'll just give some different password. I'm not entering the same password here. Let's take example. I have given the password as training Azure @789. This is my password. Is it possible to hack this password? Yes. But yes, it will take time. Might be the hackers will take 1 week, 10 days, 15 days, or 1 month. But it is possible. This password can be hacked. But if I'm going to open this pen file, is it possible to hack this password? This code? Not possible. So which one is more secure option we have it? The key option. So in real time, majorly we are using this key option. So majorly we are going to use this key option in real. So in this training purposes, in some cases, I'm going to use this key. In some cases, I'm going to go with password also. But wherever the important topic which I'm learning it, there I'm specifically only going to use this key, because you need to understand that concept, because we ask for the real time also. So in those cases, I'm going to use this key option. Okay, I'm again going to show you how to connect this machine with password option. So double click on Putty. It is asking for host name or IP address. I have already noted down the IP address in my notepad file, copy, paste. But I can directly do it from here also. Now click on open. It is asking for username. Enter your username. Now it is asking for password. You can see here, I am able to connect. This is how we can connect to our machine with the help of this. This is what we have all about the Linux machine. In previous session, we have seen for Windows machine. In today's session, we have seen for Linux machine. And in tomorrow's session, what we are going to learn is we are going to learn about how we can transfer our local files to our machines also. Because definitely in real time, in some cases, we have to transfer our files. So that's what we are going to learn in tomorrow's session. And then after that, we are going to discuss about web servers. The virtual machines which we are creating it, the same machine we can convert as a web server also. What is web server? Where we are managing our websites. So those machines are called as web servers. That type of machines we are going to. We can install a web server on Linux also, even on our Windows machine also. How to do that? These things we are going to continue in our. Anyone have any question? You can please raise your hand. Or yes, one important point, guys, while practice, if you have any question, if you face any difficulty, you can please drop me an email to my email with screenshot or with complete details. So whenever I'm going to check your email, I'm going to reply. Yes, Vijay, you can.
Hi. Actually, in Windows, we are getting space 127 GB, but in Linux, we are getting 30 GB.
Yes.
What any reason is there?
This is default where you are getting it, because for if I'm talking about Windows, Vijay, they need more space rather than a Linux machine. Windows need more space rather than Linux, so that's why they are giving more space to us. Default one. If you want to increase, you can increase by yourself.
One more point. Sorry.
Yes, Vijay.
Yeah. When last option on the completion of the steps, we are going to create and view, right? Once again, create. We were clicking on the create. Already we are clicked on the create and view, right?
Sorry, I'm not able to understand question. Can you please repeat again, Vijay?
Actually, in the last option, we were clicking on the create and view, right? When
review plus create.
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
After that, once again, we're clicking on the create. Why you were clicking on the create?
That because as per the portal, we have to click. Earlier, we are clicking on review plus create. They are going to review our details. Okay. And then after that, we have to create. So till that time, they are not giving you a review. They are not going to validate. Because if you notice in the top, on the left, on the right side in the top, we are getting as validation passed. Okay. Till that time, we are not getting that validation passed, Vijay. We are not able to click on create. In the below, the create option was disabled. Okay, not just for virtual machine, even for other things also in our upcoming session, you will see. Okay. Or it is going to show you as same thing.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. One more thing. Actually, just now we are creating another virtual machine, right? So right now, two different virtual machines are there.
Yes.
Both having the same resource file accessing, right? What is the
resource group?
Yeah. Under same resource group, we have two virtual machines, right? What is
the
second machine? Can you go to that?
Size you're talking about?
Files are created, right? Temporary files are created. What about the second machine? It is using the same files or different files?
No, it will be different. As per the machine wise, every machine have its own different files. Okay. That is a different one. It's not a same machine, it's a different files. Machines we have, so definitely files will be different. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Srinivas, you can. Srinivas A, you can unmute yourself. Yes, Srinivas, you have already unmuted. You can ask your question. Look like Srinivas, you are facing some issue with your mic. Okay, look like you have some issue with your mic. Please check your issue, then you can raise your hand. Yes, Veena, you can unmute. Yes, Veena, you have raised your hand. Veena, do you have any question? Okay. Yes, Shravan, you can unmute.
Yeah, hi Ankit. So,
Hi, Shravan.
just have some doubt on PEM key and PPK key. So, what is the difference between the PEM and PPK?
PEM is called as public key, PPK is called as private key. I can connect to our machine with the help of PEM file also, but for this one, I need to use a different terminal that is called as git bash. We have to use that one. But if I want to use Putty, and Putty is the #1 tool we have in the market, we have to generate a PPK file with the help of Puttygen.
Okay, so PPK file, it's a public.
Called as PPK called as private, PEM is called as public.
Okay, but while we are loading that, in Puttygen, so it asking the load and private key, right?
PPK file, it is asking for, while from Puttygen, it is asking for PEM file first. Because with the help of the PEM file, we are generating a PPK file to give server.
Okay. Thank you. Got it.
Yes, Sri, you can unmute. Yes, Sri, you can unmute yourself. Sri, are you able to hear me? Sri, are you there? Okay, look like she's not able to hear us. Yes, Jagdish, you can unmute.
Hello.
Yes, Jagdish.
See, we have created two virtual machines, right, with the same username. So how we can identify if, for example, there is separate username. So this machine is created with this username, and this is created with this username.
So that is why right now I've given it same one, but in real time we are not doing the same thing. We are always creating with a different usernames with multiple machines. Right now I have done the same thing.
Right.
But even you want to identify, there is no other way. The only way is the IP address, and the name of that. First is IP address. With that we can identify. Then with the IP address and the name.
No, my question is like where we can go and check the username and password.
There is no option to check username. The only one option we have it is the password we can reset. There is no option to check username and password. We don't have any option.
Say for example, I have given for you this username I have given as Azure user, and the other virtual machine I created as Azure user 1. So for which user I have given which machine, like that we will be taken, right?
That we have to make a note down, because there is no option to check username. You can see here, there is no option to check username.
Right.
They're not mentioning a username, but yes, if you forget your password, then we have an option of reset password. That option we have it. You can reset your password, you can reset your SSH key, that you can do that. Password, but yes, for this also still you need to remember your username. Okay, see, it is asking for your username, even if you forget your password also.
Okay.
There is no option that it is showing us your username. So you have to remember, or you have to make some documentation for those things. Okay, so in real time, majorly we are making some documentation for that. With their IP addresses, we are making the name of that machine and then their username. Like this type of documentation we are maintaining.
Got it.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Saida, you can unmute. Yes, Saida, you can unmute yourself. Yes, Sumant, you can unmute.
Yeah, sorry, doubt clarified. Sorry.
Yes, Chetan, you can unmute.
Sir, my question is that each and every time whenever we are creating virtual machine in Linux, okay, that every time I have to use Putty. Is it correct?
Whatever you want to connect to that machine, you have to use Putty to connect to that machine.
Okay, for Windows, we have to use remote desktop.
Correct. For Linux, you want to use some other tool also, you can use it. There are a lot other tools also we have in the market.
Okay.
Okay.
And sir,
but
okay. Yes.
But the majorly tool used is the Putty one.
Okay. Sir, my another question is that in last just a few minutes before, you just used the same virtual group. Okay. Same same virtual resource group, sorry. So it's main so is it as because of this it will be create like a slowness in both machines or something?
No. Even it's a good practice if you create your same resources in a same resource group. It is identifier.
So it means the resources are different, but the is it correct for each and every machine?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, means the resources are different, but the what we call
Yes.
quantity is the same. Like, is that correct?
There is no issue. You can even create 1,000 machines also in a same resource group.
Same resource group. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. That's it.
Yes, Ashraf, you can unmute.
Yes, thank you, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
Okay, thank you, sir. So a few questions first. First question is, sir, PPK is a private key and PEM is a public key, right?
Public key, called as public key.
Okay, sir. So now for PPK, let's say if you're using, a private session for a company to company. So we use private key there, or like if you're using, public domain. I'm using from a library to connect to a computer. I'm using my own laptop connect to a client machine or company network. So I use public key there. This is how we use.
It depends on that what you are going to use, because in some cases we need PEM file also. In some cases we need PPK file also. Like here I'm connecting it, I need PEM file. But whenever I want to connect from one virtual machine to another virtual machine, that time PPK is not getting used. In that case, PEM file is getting. Okay. How to use that one also, we will going to learn in our upcoming session also.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And one more question, sir. I have a few more questions again. So, which is more stable? Linux is more stable or Windows is more stable in this cloud networking?
Linux, we are using it more.
So, in real market, in real world, people using Linux more, right, sir?
Correct.
And sir, when we install something on Linux, we use terminal window. The user on the other end, they will see same terminal window or they will see a GUI mode?
No, terminal always. They always see the terminal one.
End user. Let's say we install a web server on terminal.
End users you're talking about. End user, not using terminals.
Okay.
End user not using terminal. End users are always using an application under that whatever the developers has created. So they are accessing with the IP address that application they are accessing it, or a web page they are like in that the topic you're asking me. You will understand the same thing in tomorrow's session when I'm going to create a web server. Okay, so you will understand the same thing in tomorrow's session.
Okay, so one more thing, sir. About the VMs, right? So we have in Windows called Active Directory for the users and for the machines. So when we create a virtual machine, do we also have the access to Active Directory to that machines? Like we create 10 machines and then we maintain those Active Directory?
Yes, it is also by default in servers we have it. that it we have it. But here in Azure, we have that separate service also we have.
Okay, so we learn that later.
Okay, we'll learn that later. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes, Ajas, you can unmute.
Yes. My question is, when we created virtual machine, Linux virtual machine, at the end, the key pair was, PEM file was created.
Correct.
Now, is it machine dependent, or we can use another?
No, machine is dependent on that. You can't use any other key.
So if we create another machine, we have to create a new key pair. We cannot use the same key pair, right?
You want to use the same key, you can use that, or you want to create a new one. That depend on your requirement.
No, but can we use the same key? But how can it be machine dependent then?
No, you can use the same key. Yes, you can use it. If you, let's take example, you want to connect to that machine. Without that key, how you can connect?
Okay.
If you want to connect to that machine with the help of Putty without password, can you are able to connect to that machine? No, and that key is a password.
Okay.
So machine is all dependent. But yes, you can use the same password for multiple machines also. Okay.
If the user, a little bit confusing, if the user is having.
Now tell me one thing. Tell me one thing. If I have multiple, I want to create multiple machines. Can I give the same password to the multiple machines?
No.
How can I not give that? I can give it. I can give the multiple.
But, it's not.
But it's not a best practice. But can I give it? Yes, I can give that. So that's what while creating multiple virtual machines, so I can give the same PEM file also.
But in real environment, we are not going to use
no, in real environment, when we are going to create a machine with the help of VM scale set. I have told you in our upcoming session, we are going to discuss about VM scale set. That time system is automatically going to create a machine. This is what I have told you earlier also. Might be you are the one or might be the other person.
Yes,
but whenever system is you have asked. But whenever system is automatically going to create the machine, how he knows the Azure that which password he needs to go, which he needs to go. So whatever we are going to set there, the key or the password, that one is going to use for all machines. At the time, I'm not okay. Manually, I can do these things. But if I'm talk about automation part, in automatically when system is creating a machine, at that time, just these things are not possible. So system, whatever I'm going to set the PEM file or might be the key, I'm going to set the password. The same, whatever system is going to create a new machine, it will same for all. Manually, it is okay. I can do that, but in automatic, it is not possible.
Even if one is having this key, PEM file, the other things are also there, like public key, and then you have username. There are three different.
Username will be also same, and the key will be also same for all.
But public IP will be different.
But yes, that will be different. Public IP will be different. Difficult. Yes, public IP will be different, but yes, username, password will be same for all.
That's why a person, anyone cannot connect to any other computer. Even if
even in our upcoming session, we are going to learn about we can put some restrictions also into that. Okay. Yes, that is called as NSG here.
Okay.
Okay. Even I'm going to show in tomorrow session also something about NSG.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Narayana, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankita. I have a few queries, but I got a few answers with other team members. But still, I have
yes, you can.
One query. So, if you are using that public PEM key, right? If you share with me, can I use using my account to create?
Let's take example. I have another team member. He wants to also connect to the same machine. I have to share the PEM file with him. I have to share the PEM file. Without PEM file, he's not able to connect. Yes, I can directly share a PPK file also. I don't need to share a PEM file. I can directly share a PPK file. So with the help of the PPK file, he can connect to our machine with the help of Putty. Without the PEM file, he's not able to connect.
if I want to create a new VM in my system using my Azure account, can I use the same that PPK or PEM file also, right?
Yes, we can use that. Yes.
Okay, that's fine. And one more thing, we are using the password same, right, for these two VMs which you created.
No, one is for PEM
Sorry.
file, one is for password.
No. My question is sorry. I mistakenly. You are using the same usernames for both
Yes.
VMs, Azure user, CP.
Correct.
So while creating under, I mean, like VPC or connections in, VM scale set, we can provide the same user, same password. That is fine. In this case, is it, I mean, a good way or? It is not giving any error, so it is
No,
accepting by Azure.
it is accepting. That's why it is accepting it by Azure, same username. Because if I already told like with DMSS, we have to create same type of machine. System is also going to be created, so it is accepting it. There is no issue
Okay.
with that.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. Other
Yes,
questions
Shri,
I got answered. Thank you.
okay, that's good. Yes, Srinivas, you can unmute. Yes, Srinivas, you can unmute. You have already unmuted. Srinivas, are you able to hear me? Look like you have some issue with your mic, Srinivas. Please check and then you have raised your hand. Yes, Radhashekar, you can unmute. Okay. Yes, Manju. Manju P, you can unmute yourself. Okay. Yes, Shri, you can unmute.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, Shri.
Yeah, the abbreviation of PEM files are actually.
PEM
file abbreviation, PEM.
Full form.
Yeah.
I even don't remember. Here is that.
Right.
Privacy enhanced mail. I'll check the PPK full form also. PPK.
Basically, PEM file is more secure, sir, to use this access to the web using Putty. In order to access Putty, this PEM file is more security will use. What is the main use of this PPK file?
Security. Putty private key. PPK stands for Putty private key. And PEM is private and it's the only reason is more secure way. Password is possible to hack at some point, but this is impossible.
Okay. What is new key pair, sir? Why it is required to create a virtual machine? New key pair.
New key pair, whenever I'm going to create a new machine, do you want to use existing key or do you want to use any other key? So we can create a new key there at the time. Okay.
Okay, sir. And you created this one virtual machine in this resource group in the GUI. Okay. And in order to, you have undergone some steps, right, sir? You install Puttygen, and then copy, load, saving. So basically, these steps are essentially to go to the terminal, isn't it? To see the
yes.
Unix.
To connect to our terminal machine, that steps we have to follow, and then we are able to connect to our machine. And all the steps, whichever I have done it, whatever the steps, guys, I have done it, it is mentioned in my PPT. So whenever you're practicing it, please follow this PPT also.
So why only in the terminal, sir? We cannot see in the GUI.
There is no option in cloud platforms. We have GUI. They are not providing us. So we can't use it. They're not providing.
So once you go to the terminal, what exactly you can do it, sir?
With the help of Linux commands, whichever you want to do, you can do that. You want to create some application, you want to download something, you want to delete something, anything, whichever you want to do as per your work.
Okay, so from the interview perspective, they may ask, can you create a virtual machine end-to-end steps? Then they ask what type of questions are possible questions they ask the interview perspective.
You'll get interview questions in the end of the thing. Don't worry.
No, sorry. This is not the end of this, sir. Now, whatever the concept you are covering, so what are the possible they may ask as per your experience?
There are not much. There are not much interview questions till now.
Okay.
Till now, whatever is asked, I have already informed in the last session about resource group. One of the very common interview question. Might be very rare case they'll ask the steps also how to create a virtual machine. This is a very
Okay.
basic question.
Sure, sir.
There might be they'll ask that also, but not 100% sure about that. But one of the important question which I have already informed. Okay.
So is it
So
only
whenever
Putty we can install or any other things we can install
you
apart from
can
Putty?
go with other terminals. So there are thousands of terminals we have it in market. Which is the very one commonly used is Putty. Second is Git. Second is Git.
So
First
what is
is
the difference
Putty.
between Puttygen and Putty, sir? Both are same or because you install two exe files are there.
Putty is terminal. Puttygen is help us to generate PPK file. Puttygen is not terminal. With the help of Puttygen, I can't connect to my machine. With the help of Puttygen, I can generate a key. Or I can generate authorized key. I can generate only keys. I can generate two types of keys actually here. One is PPK, other one is called as authorized key. What is authorized key? You will see in our upcoming session when we are learning some more things.
Excellent, sir. Nice explanation.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Falgun, you can unmute.
Yes, thank you, Ankit. It was really good. Now I'm planning to use your paid service, means I would like to get enrolled. One thing is a concern that say we are using 1.5 hour every day or 2 hours. Are you going to
Don't
continue?
worry. No, don't worry. This is just a demo session. So in demo session, it's happened. 1 hour, more than 1 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes or 40. Don't worry. I don't worry about because I know these are demo sessions. So I need to make sure the doubts are clear. But whenever we are start learning it, your doubts are automatically clear. No one much have more questions. So we'll go with only 1 hour session every day. After whenever we go to the paid one batches, then we have just 1 hour, near about 1 hour session we have.
Yeah,
And
no,
at
I
that
don't
time,
have any problem with more than 1 hour as well. Like say it's giving very good value as well. Like people are asking really good questions and it clearing the doubt as well. But the
yes, and
problem
these
is
are
like,
might
say,
be. No, I'll tell you one thing. Falgun, whenever in the session, please give your 100%. I'm telling you the reason behind it. Happen not just with you, can happen with anyone. If you are in this session, give your 100% because might be Falgun. You can't think about that question which might be other person has think, and might be that question will be your interview question. This happened with my previous students. This happened. So which might be you are not able to think about that question, but the same question is asked by some other person.
Yeah.
Okay. So it can be your interview. So whenever in this session, give your 100%.
The thing is, like say, if the course doesn't get finished in 35 days, means is it
Don't
okay
worry.
that
I don't have any issue. I don't have any issue. I'm just mentioning 35 days. It doesn't mean that I have to complete the batch in 35 days. My task is not 35 days. My task is to complete the complete course. If it's might be take 45 days, I don't have any issue. My task is, sorry to interrupt you. My task is my students has clear their doubts. That was my task. Okay. That I need to give my 100% that my students has no doubt. So when they go for the interview in the first round, they'll clear the interview in the first go. That was my task. My task is not 35 days. Okay. So you don't need to worry about 35 days or if it's take 40 days, don't worry about those things. We have to complete our course, whatever as per our course content, and make sure you don't have any doubt in the till the last day.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, and this PPK files means are you going to you have told us that you're going to share it in the end, but if you can share it like
no, PPTs I'm sharing on daily basis.
Okay.
This I'll tell you again just a minute. On the day one which I've informed, might be have miscommunication with you. I'll just a minute. See here. I have told on daily basis you will get live training, recordings, and training PPTs. These things you are getting on daily basis.
Okay, dumps
so whatever
we will get.
these things you will get in the last.
Perfect.
Dumps are not required right now. You guys don't require sample resumes, interview question, quiz. So these things are not required right now for you guys. Right
All
now,
doubts
what you
clear.
need, right now you need
Thank
live training, you need recording and training PPTs for your practice. So these things you are getting on daily basis.
Okay. All doubts
And
are
even
clear, yeah.
just a minute, I'll show you one more thing. Even if I'm going to our website, here you can make the payment. If you go to store, here's our batch 102. If you see there in the 102 batch, okay, we have this is might be something wrong is uploaded. Okay, I'm not uploaded. This is some wrong. So here you can see that introduction day 1 recording is uploaded here, and day 2 recording is uploaded here. It get my mistake. It is uploaded here, so I'll check and I'll correct it. So here it is, and the documents whatever I have used, it is uploaded till now. So whatever I'm going to use today, 2 PPTs, it is also going to upload after this session.
Perfectly fine. Perfectly
Okay.
fine. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Manju, you can unmute. Manjubi, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Can you hear
you
me?
can answer. Yes, I'm able to hear you.
Sir, can you open that virtual machine in Azure?
Which one?
Any machine, whatever we have created.
We have 2 machines. Let me open this password machine. Yes, I have opened.
Yes. Yes, sir. Can you see on the top there is a connector, restart, stop. What are the meanings, sir? Connect
means if I want to connect to this machine. So we are already connecting with the help of this Putty. That is what we are doing it, connecting. It is asking that SSH, how can I? It is giving me these steps.
Okay.
Just connect to that machine. There is one more option called Bastion. This Bastion we have to learn in our upcoming.
Okay. So that means that we can directly connect from here.
No, from here, if you want to connect, you have to use Cloud Shell. Yeah,
Cloud Shell.
You have to. You have to use it. But here it is giving these steps. It is not connecting it here. It is giving these steps here. If you want to connect directly here, you have to create Bastion. And what is this Bastion? We'll learn our upcoming session.
Okay. What
Bastion.
about that? Okay. What about that restart option? That means whether system will
We
go
like restart his machine, like stop shutting down. What is capture? We'll learn later. Delete if you want to delete your machine. Restart means like I'm restarting my machine.
Okay.
So it's same like a restart. Stop means shut down.
Yeah. So is there possibility that my virtual machine go in hang state or whether it will go in restart mode?
Automatically it is not going it till the time you are not doing manual.
Okay.
Okay,
sir. Thank you.
Yes, Srinivas.
Hi, Ankit. Good evening.
Good evening.
Actually, I'm unable to download Git in Mac machine. Can you show the step?
I have shared the might be just a minute. Git bash. If you just go there, here is the Mac. Here are the steps you have to follow. This home first you have to install Homebrew. Okay, here are the steps which you have it by using this command. First you have to download Homebrew in your system, and then you have to run this command. You can even search a YouTube video also, you'll get it. If you still face an issue, you can do one thing, drop me email. Okay, I'll share one good YouTube video with you. I have I'll share it one. Okay. I'll share one YouTube video with you. I have it. I have already made a note down. Drop me email for that YouTube video. I'll share with you. Okay. I don't right now. Where is that link right now? I will just check and I'll share with you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Narendra, you can unmute. Narendra, you have raised your hand.
Is there any classes which is going on morning session? I can see all the classes are going on.
For Azure, right now batch is going on, but that batch is already completed more than 50%. The batch timing is 9 AM IST.
Okay. No other classes going on.
Right now, only 2 batches are going on. One is 9 AM IST, and this one is we have just started 2 days back. 8 PM IST.
Okay, 9 AM.
No, this is 9 AM batch, which is going. Which is already completed more than 50%. And not more than 50% is actually completed more than 50%. Here it is only pending with these topics. Only if I talk about 23 PPTs are pending for that particular. And if I talk about it will be just only 5 to 6 sessions more. Okay. Anything else, Sarinder? Okay. Anyone have any more questions? If anyone have, you can please raise your hand, or we can end our session. In tomorrow's session, we will learn about how we can transfer our local files to our machine, and we'll continue with our topic called web server. Okay, anyone have any question? Yes, Madhur, you can unmute.
Hello, Ankit sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Madhur?
I'm fine, Ankit. Ankit, my question is this: suppose in Windows machine, we can use that Active Directory, right? And for the Linux machine, जितने भी हमारे whatever the resources we are using for them, like create the user or thing. So what is the name of that like a directory?
There is nothing we have it in Linux Active Directory. We have it here. Here we have a service called Azure Active Directory in Azure that we can learn it.
Okay, in the Linux, there's no kind of like configure like any like tool like this Active Directory or something. Directly we can use the Linux, correct?
Correct. See, here we have Azure Active Directory, which we are going to learn in the coming sessions.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yes, Vale Ojo, you can unmute.
Yeah, hello. I just wanted to ask a question regarding if I wanted to actually go for the paid one, right? Is it the Azure Batch 102 that needs
Yes,
to...
if you go to our website called logicallabstech.com, first you have to click on store. Then we have a batch called Microsoft Azure Batch 102, second number, this one.
Okay, which is the same one we're taking right now.
If you click on that one, yes, and then you can click on bypass. Even we have, are you in the WhatsApp group?
Okay.
Of Azure, are you in the WhatsApp group of Azure Batch 102?
I am. I'm not in that group.
Okay, what I'm going to do, you are not in the WhatsApp group, so let me just share the WhatsApp group link in the chat box. You can please join our WhatsApp group by using this link. Okay. And in the WhatsApp group also, we have already shared. I'll inform my team after the today's session, they'll share again the same link, the payment link. Even you can make the payment from there also. Or the other option is you can directly come to our website called logicallabstech.com. Okay. Here also you have option of WhatsApp chat. You can contact my team also based with the help of this WhatsApp chat one. You can they will also guide you on that.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Goodwin, you can unmute. Godwin. Yes, Godwin, you can unmute yourself.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I want to know the difference between AWS and the Oracle SQL platform.
No, AWS is cloud, Oracle SQL is something else. Oracle SQL is database. To work on database, you need SQL knowledge. That is completely different. There is no link of cloud and Oracle SQL.
Come again, sorry.
AWS is cloud platform. Oracle SQL is if you want to work on database, you need SQL knowledge.
Okay.
So that is completely different. There is no link. There is no difference between AWS and Oracle. Those Oracle SQL, both are completely different things.
Okay.
AWS is a cloud platform, and Oracle SQL is a language which you can learn and then you can work on database.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Oracle doesn't have a cloud application.
Oracle has their own cloud application, but that is not Oracle SQL. That is something else. I don't know the exact name of that one because I'm not working on Oracle cloud platform. Okay, I think its the name is OCP, something like that. Yes, Dhanuja, you can unmute.
All right, thank you.
Hey, hi. I have already created Azure account, so I have pending of amount 1500. So can we ignore that bill payment?
I'm not sure that you can ignore or not. I'm not sure about those things. That might be have to make the payment. You can ignore till the time they are not suspending your account. This is you can do that.
Okay, it's showing my card details, so it will auto debit or else.
No. If you are from India, they are not going to deduct auto debit. Till the time you are not doing it. If you are from India, as per RBA rule, this is not possible. They'll do automatic. But I'm not sure about other countries.
So can I go with the new account and give the same details? Is it possible?
Yes,
I can
you
get
can do
200.
that also. Yes,
Okay.
you can create a new account also.
Great. Thank you, Ankit.
Yes, well, Ajay, you can unmute again.
Yeah, one last question. How long will we have access to this course after making?
Lifetime.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
Okay, so with this, I'm ending this session. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the today's session. See you tomorrow. Thank you, guys.